After the first battle of Moytura, Briss, a Fomorian, became the king of the Tuatha De Danann. Nuada, the former king, was no longer able to rule since he had lost an arm in battle and because he was no longer whole. One of the reasons that Briss became king was that he had knowledge of agriculture that the Tuatha De Danann lacked. The ascension of Briss to the throne was a hardship for the gods of the Tuatha De Danann. Oma was reduced to carrying firewood, and Dagda, the great god, was a raft builder. These are tasks beneath those of the gods, and certainly beneath the victors of the recent battle. Briss himself was less than hospitable and caused additional issues with the Tuatha De Danann. According to the text of the Second Battle of Moytura, but the chiefs of the Tuatha De murmured greatly against him, for their knives were not greased by him, and however often they visited, their breaths did not smell of ale. Moreover, they saw their poets, or bards, or lampooners, or their harpers, or their pipers, or their hornblowers, or their jugglers, or their fools were not amused in the household. They did not go to the contests of the athletes. It was customary that a host, upon receiving a guest, would not only feed them, but offer them ale as well. Briss did neither, thus gaining himself the label of inhospitable. Due to the lack of food, the gods found themselves weakened and hungry. Oma would bring firewood from the Clube Islands, and he was so weak that two-thirds of his bundle would be washed away. Inhospitality reflects poorly on the host, yet from the story here presented, one can also see that there are consequences for those who are treated inhospitably as well. Copre, the son of Etienne and poet of the Tuatha De Danann, came visiting Briss, and he was greeted by a cabin that was dark and black, with neither bed nor furniture, no fire. These small cakes, which were offered him, were dry and were brought to him on a small plate. This caused Copre to utter the first satire ever. Without food on a dish, without a cow's milk whereon a calf grows, without a man's abode under the gloom of night, without paying a company of storytellers, let that be Bress's condition. So great was the power of satire that Bress was forced to rescind his inhospitable ways.